the disease is spreading. More and more young men around the world are actually feeling completely depressed, completely empty, just like you. You're a young man feeling depressed, empty, lonely, and sad. You don't have any friends. You're dealing with this right now in your teenage years, where you're supposed to be at the peak of your social life and exotic living. But we live in a time where social life has become worse than ever, where everyone is addicted and glued to their phones, on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, but they're not actually focused on the world around them, which makes it a lot less social. It's interesting because we have the social media apps that are supposed to make us more social, right? But we're less social than ever. We're more depressed than ever. We're lonelier than ever. Why? Why? Especially young men around the world, they deal with this issue very much. And I'm not even gonna say they, I'm gonna say we, because I am a young man, you are a young man, we all are young men in this tribe right here, and we are dealing with this issue. We are dealing with the issue of feeling lonely. We are dealing with the issue of feeling sad. Why is that? I actually felt depressed today. I felt depressed today, but the reason I felt depressed, if you're interested, is because I wanted to, not I wanted, but I felt like I had no other options but to move out of from my family home. And that really had me depressed, because I had to leave my own people and my own family that I grew up with, and that has taught me and raised me everything in life. And so the thing is that if you feel depressed right now, I just want you to focus on actually the bigger picture of life, because you actually just feel depressed at this very moment, but you'll not be depressed forever. And I know this might sound cliche or whatever, but I genuinely will give you practical advice right now of how to end your depression for now, instantly. Practical advice, no BS guide. The thing is that, first of all, you need to realize that you don't have the clinical disease that is depression. Even if you went to a therapist, I don't care. Even if you went to a psychiatrist, you don't actually have a clinical depression, because that stuff does not exist. Clinical depression does not exist. It's fake. It's purported by the media and by the industry, by the medical industry, in order to make you pay for more antidepressants, more medicines, more pills that will literally just harm you and kill you and turn you crazy in order to get your money. And I don't want you to identify your depression as actual clinical depression or as a disease, because it will only make you worse. So I want you to just think that I feel depressed right now, but I will not feel depressed forever. I am not depressed. I don't have depression, but I feel depressed right now. That's it. That's how you should identify yourself as. And the next thing I want you to do is to actually do some push-ups whenever you have a sad thought or a negative thought or a depressive thought. What I want you to do is do 20 push-ups if you can, or 20 knee push-ups if you can't. It's fine. All you have to do is get down on the floor and push up, push down, push up, push down. That's the way you do it, and you will actually realize that you will feel a lot better after you've done that, because physical health is very much attached to mental health. It's very interesting because a lot of people try to focus on their mental health only, and they literally completely abandon and neglect their physical health, but they go hand in hand, because a strong body is in a strong mind is in a strong body. That's the quote, right? That's what they all say. It's true. It's completely and utterly true. You cannot have a strong mind without a strong body. So I want you to build a strong body, and the way you do that is by doing push-ups, and you will realize that your heart will start to beat faster, which actually will reduce your depression levels. It will increase your serotonin, it will increase your dopamine, and it will make your dopamine receptors less desensitized, just like they are now from all the social media and the video games that you play. Oh, video games are not bad for me. No, they are bad. That's besides the point though. So everybody has their own reason to be depressed, right? But I would say that most of us young men are lonely, and that is part of the reason to why we feel depressed and why we feel this way. So if you feel depressed, do not contact a psychiatrist, do not contact a therapist, because what a therapist will do for you is essentially just tell you to speak and, oh, don't bottle up your emotions, just speak to me about your problems. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of time. You are literally acting like a feminine little girl, telling everybody about your problems and trying to open up so you don't cry. Oh, boo-hoo. Like, shut up. That's not how you go about it. The way you cure your depression is by doing push-ups, is by breathing air, deep air, is by meditating, is by actually working on yourself and becoming a more competent man. Same thing if you're dealing with heartbreak. Literally go harder and harder, because that emotion is supposed to motivate you to go harder in the gym, to go harder with your finances, with your money, and to simply be a better man that woman will never leave again, or that any woman will never leave again for that matter. So yeah, if this video helped you, make sure to check the description and the pinned comment, because you can email me in order to have a free coaching lesson. Thank you very much. I hope you benefited from this video.